Devin, thoughts on the fight?
It was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it.
Did you think it would go the distance? Or
Yeah, I knew that it would go the distance. I still think it would go the distance.
That shit was a war.
Yeah?
That was a good fight.
Were you surprised Pat took all that punishment the last few rounds to stay on his feet?
I mean, bro, I never said Benavidez wasn't gonna like.
You never what?
I never said Benavidez wasn't gonna like start cracking him, man. But it was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. You know, I saw Plant win the early rounds, and Benavidez definitely won the later rounds. I mean, Caleb always comes out stronger and stronger in the beginning of the fight.
Where does David go from here? Do you believe he deserves the fight versus Canelo next?
Fuck yeah, man. I think everybody's waiting for that one.
Good fight? Did you think David was going to finish at some point?
In the way it ended.
Yeah, like, did you think it was getting close to the end there? Because it got, like, I feel like that 10th round could have been a 10-8.
I thought it was a good fight.
Did you see something that you could exploit in there?
Yeah, I seen some things I noticed, but I thought it was a good fight.
Charlo, do you believe David was just trying to punish Caleb throughout the fight? That's why he didn't want to take him out? You believe so?
I thought, like, Plant did some things that, I mean, Plant made some mistakes, but, you know,
I think Caleb done a great job. Caleb don't have nothing to hold his head down about in this fight. You know what I mean? For me in this fight, there wasn't no loser in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but winners. And both fighters would advance from this point on and move up. I don't think Caleb lost anything dealing with anything business-wise, career-wise, or anything dealing with this fight. He showed tremendous heart. He showed tremendous ability of boxing and pivoting and moving. And both of them gave us a great performance. And I'm glad I came out. Thank you guys both, David. Thank you guys, Caleb. Thank you guys for giving the world a great boxing show and entertaining us with you guys live.
You know, you really gotta take your hat off to both fighters. They both fought their fucking ass off. You know, like at the end of the day, it's about the respect and you know that both of them gladiators showed what they could do. You know what I mean? And Caleb was in the fight. You can't say he wasn't in the fight. He wasn't blown away. You know what I mean? But it's just the Mexican boogeyman, man. I like the Mexican boogeyman better than the Mexican monster. The Mexican boogeyman sounds way better than the Mexican monster. But you know, hats off to the Benavidez. They're amazing people, amazing fighters, and you know, I know that they're gonna continue to wreck on these wins, keep wrecking the wins up.
What about you, Junior? What do you think about the way the fight was played?
You know, you can't complain, honestly. Like, coming from a standpoint, like my dad said, you know, you gotta give Caleb the valiant effort that he demonstrated. Whether he was holding a little bit or whatever, you know, he's a technical fighter, so he's gonna try to find a way to survive or try to find a way to still fight. He was fighting in there in moments, but the way they shook hands at the end and hugged each other, you can't. That's beautiful.
That's real boxing.
You know,
because
they hate each other,
kicking each other's asses, and at the end we hug. You know, it's like real man. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's what the beauty of boxing is. That you know, people do that. After you guys are going to war, you guys hug like brothers, right?
It's done.
It's done. It's done.
What about you, Gabe? Did you see David fighting with a lot of emotion?
I did, but I think it only helped him. Yeah. You know, David's the type of fighter with that. If he has that in his heart, it's only gonna help him with his style. You know, he's smart, and he was staying smart because he knew the plan was still dangerous. Even though he was hurt at times, he didn't go in, you know, just running in, rushed in. He went in with feints sometimes. He still creeped in. He didn't just rush in. And I give it, like I said, I give it to Plan too, because he was still swinging. He was still trying to land something good. You know, he wasn't just surviving.
Nope.
You know, at times. So I give it to him.
So he said Canelo next. You think David's ready at this point for Canelo?
I think he's ready for anybody.
Yeah.
Ready for anybody.
He looked good. He looked good, you know? So we'll see. I mean, everybody loves action, and that's what Benavidez brings every fight.
Everybody wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
I want to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
You know, because hey, people want to get paid. People want to get paid. They know it's a cash cow.
But he's the one that deserves it. Benavidez out of everybody. He's the one that deserves it. Like Plant looked huge, looked big at the weigh-ins. Everybody was big on Plant because they seen the weigh-ins, but I just know David, man. Muscles only do so much. It's all about inside what you do in the ring, and David's a dog. And Plant's a great boxer, but David's a dog, and he knows how to creep in there. He knows how to get the timing down. He's experienced.
I just feel really great. You know, I just want to give the thanks to the fans who came and made this filled up the arena. I feel like we did exactly, the fight lived up to what it was supposed to live up to. It was bad blood, but I'm glad that me and Caleb planned wherever to fight like warriors in the ring and, you know, bury the beef basically. But I knew I was stronger than him, and I knew I had a lot to prove. I had a lot to show to the fans. A lot of people said I didn't have defense. I just come forward. Yeah, I do come forward, but I have a lot of defense. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve too, and I think I showed it that I'm a monster. You know, after the 6th round picked up, I just started picking up and, you know, just started, you know, landing some big shots, countering the body shots. And then as soon as I started the engine, got the engine going, and it was just no turning back. And, you know, like I said, I love this. I have one of the best fighting spirits in the game, and I just love going toe-to-toe with anybody.
Well, we loved watching throughout the course of the 12 rounds. Questions for David Benavidez. We'll start off over here with Keith Heidick.
David, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You said before the fight that you would not be satisfied if you did not stop him. Was it at all not satisfying because you didn't get the stoppage?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get the stoppage, but if you know, you guys seen how his face looked. You know, he was really bloody, and I was really imposing my will. I really beat him up really good, and like I said, I'm not really satisfied because I didn't get the knockout, but this is a great way to get a victory. You know, just dominating performance. It was a great performance. There's a lot of things I could tweak in my game to make sure I get the stoppage next time, but also I feel like I don't want to throw Kenny Bayless under the bus, but you know, he didn't call Caleb Plant out in any of the clinches he was doing the whole fight. You know, and I think if Kenny Bayless would have said something about the clinches, you know, maybe would have stopped Caleb from trying to clinch, and I would have clipped him. But I was hurting him a lot of times, you know, busted his eye open, hurt him to the body, and you know, I can still get better. But I'm just I am satisfied with this performance. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'm very satisfied. And I feel like as Canelo Alvarez, he needs these fights. You know, a big fighter like me. This is definitely a really big fight. You know, as you can see, as me and Caleb Plant was a huge fight. You know, so I think it'll be huge pay-per-view numbers. And I mean, let's just take it back to fighting, man. I mean, I want to prove myself. Canelo's proved himself, but I feel like he needs to give me the opportunity too. And it's not like I'm begging for something. I've been mandatory for the past 2 fights, so it's something I've earned. You know, and especially after this fight, I showed that I belong to be. I deserve to be in there. You know, I wasn't really getting hit as much. You know, I mean, my defense was good. I thought Caleb Plant was faster, so I was really countering, and I was using my head movement and defense good. I know I could get better, but I feel like the only fight that people want to see in super middleweight is me versus Canelo. So let's give it to him.